Most people were surprised with the progress in the development of AI when Chat GPT actually launched and showed us how much AI could actually do. And at the end of the day, a lot of people start understanding that if you have AI and if you know how to use it, you will be much more productive. And at the end of the day, having AI will be a competitive advantage that will allow you to keep your job if you're actually good at using AI. And in this video, we'll try to help you with that by sharing an AI marketplace with all kinds of different services. So there will not only be LLMs like Chat GPT that gives you answer to questions, but also other kinds of AIs that could help you with other tasks that you need to do. A very wide range of different tasks. And in this video, we'll show you exactly how you can use them to make yourself more productive. The AI marketplace I'm talking about is the Singularity Net Marketplace. And this is a marketplace with several open source AI services that you can leverage for very different use cases, and that will help you be significantly more productive, I would say, and save a lot of time and potentially even money, or even help you provide better services in your businesses, better services for your clients, because you can actually leverage these services to make things easier, better, and faster for them. If you want to learn more about Singularity Net and their mission of building an open source beneficial artificial intelligence, then you should definitely check the video I have here for you at the top about Singularity Net. But now, as you can see here, let's dive deeper into the Singularity Net Marketplace. And here you have with first the featured service showing up here, a service that actually allows you to split music and vocals into separate tracks. Interesting one. We can try it later. You can see here the chance to try the AI demo. One thing that I believe it's very important to note from this marketplace is that it is currently in the beta stage, okay? So you can expect a lot of improvements to be added over time. You can expect maybe some bugs and things that could be improved, but you have great customer support that you can reach out, and the Singularity Net guys will help you fix any problems and will help you in your journey. So you're taken care of there. Coming back to it, the good thing is that you're really ahead of the herd. You're in a better marketplace of AI, and you can really get access to services that many people don't know and are not aware. And you can really get a significant advantage in terms of productivity, which I think is very interesting. And as I said, a lot more services will be added into this marketplace. In fact, Singularity Net has its own funding program, deep funding, that actually funds companies to deliver new AI services into the Singularity Net Marketplace. So you'll see all kinds of new projects and ideas coming into this marketplace, and that's great for you because there are more functionalities you can leverage for your day-to-day, for the actions you need to take. And if you want to learn more about deep funding and about this amazing opportunity, you can check the video I've done about deep funding here at the top. That will certainly be very useful for you, even if you're thinking of maybe participating in the future, who knows. But as you can see here, we can check the services. You have all kinds of different services here, but maybe coming back on the top, I think it's important to notice that we can sort by name. We can also sort by organizations that develop these services. You can see that we have 85 different AI services. So a lot of services for you to explore, I would say, and it might take a while for you to get organized. You have different views, and you have the search here. You can search for any kind of specific use case you're looking for. But as you can see, there are very different services. You have language recognition. For example, you have abstractive question answering, okay? So you have speech emotion recognition. You can separate tracks of people speaking, which I think it's also pretty useful. You have the possibility of improving image resolution. You can use AI to help you with writing and with your punctuation. You can see, for example, an AI to give color to your old photos, which I think is also pretty interesting, or to detect casuality, which is also great. So you have all kinds of different services. You even have like automatic code generation, for example, which is pretty interesting as well. If you can decide what you want to do and it automatically generates the code to do it, that would be pretty useful. And you can explore much more because there are 85 services. And on my side, I would actually advise you to take some time to explore these services, get acquainted with the opportunities you have in this marketplace, maybe make an Excel list of the services that seem interesting to you and that you might want to try them out, and then see which ones can really make your life better, much easier, and are really worth you using them regularly. And of course, if you don't find anything or you don't find a specific use case you would really like to have, you can request it in an AI form, and for sure Singularity Net will have a lot of pleasure in developing it or even funding its development through deep funding. And if by any chance involved in AI, you're developing AI, or you know someone who is, maybe share with them this opportunity of actually publishing their services into the Singularity Net Marketplace and get AGX tokens, getting cryptocurrency, getting paid for that. But now, before creating an account, demoing some of these services and showing you exactly how you can leverage this marketplace, I think it's important to take a look here at the documentation and just understand a little bit better how it all works before diving deeper into it. And you can check that out here in the Get Started tab of the Singularity Net Marketplace. And as you can see here, and as you've seen by my previous quick demonstration, you have here the card views with the services. You can filter things out. You can also check out the rankings and rankings, and you can also search for the specific services you're looking for. Here as well, you have an overview. When you click on a service, you have the overview of everything it does. You also see who created this service. You have the pricing for using this service. It's important to notice that Singularity Net is a crypto marketplace, is a decentralized application. So basically you pay for these services using crypto. You pay for at each time you're using this service using crypto. But you also have demo trials for you to try it out before actually having to pay it. So basically you can just try it for free for a certain amount of times, I would say. Here, for example, in this example is 15, but that will depend as well on the developer. It could be more or it could be less. And of course, you can then even install it and run it very easily, which I think is very interesting. Learning here more about the demo, as you know, you can demo it. You can configure the parameters for your demo, and you can see the results, and just test it out and see if it makes sense for you, and then you can move forward and pay for them if you're interested. You just connect your wallet and you pay for them. And of course, it is also very easy to integrate these services into any product you have, a website, anything you have, you can do it. You just need to install it, and you have the API here to use it, and you can even adapt it to multiple different programming languages, which can be very interesting. And another point that it's noteworthy is that they are very careful about your funds. They respect your funds a lot, so you can actually put limits. You can control the calls, the number of calls, the things you want to do through the platforms. And it's free to sign up, it's free to demo the product and use them for that amount of times. And then if you really want to use them regularly, or you want to make them available in your website, you will need to pay for it. But now let's come back here to the AI Marketplace by clicking on AI Marketplace. And before moving forward, I think it's important to know that you need to sign up to actually be able to leverage this marketplace. So that's what we are going to do. We're going to click here on sign up for free. And here you have, your nickname. You just need to put a nickname, whatever you want to be called in the platform, your email and your password, and then you have confirmation. I myself already have an account, so I'll need to log in. And then when you're logging in for the first time, when you're everything, you need to agree to the terms of service. You also need to confirm your account in your email, okay, and then you'll have your profile, all the important information. You have settings, you have transactions for you to see every transaction you've done, and that's it. You have your login, and you can start by using the platform. Let's do it. You can see here, you can sort by name, by organization. Let's just try to sort the services created by Singularity Net themselves. You can see here some of the services like real-time voice cloning, which is interesting. Imagine cloning your voice and then using that to create whatever you want, videos or whatever you want. Some interesting services here that you can pick and select. For the purpose of this demonstration, let's try to maybe research a service, and let's say face detection. Yeah, face detection. For example, let's say detect faces services, and let's click on it to see more information. And here we can see more information about the service. We can see what it does. Here, okay, it's basically face analysis. You can see the provider. You have the GitHub. It's open source for you to check how the project works, so that's great. You have your free 15 API calls for you to try it out. So that's very interesting, I would say. And you can do the install and run here, or you can just use this in 2 different codes to run it yourself. Okay, and we can demo it. You can see here, we click on run for free, and we can actually drag and drop an image and see this service working. I'll put an image of a thumbnail of my own here. So let's see here, for example, I've been trying with a few API calls because I thought it was not working, but I guess it is. For example, we can see here 2 different thumbnails. Let's do these thumbnails of the best decentralized funds. The last video I did, you should go and check it out. It is amazing. Decentralized funds are places full of opportunities, not only for people proposing ideas and projects, but also for people that want to participate in the process of the funding and get rewarded by it. We are evoking it to see if it detects faces. The image, unfortunately, is not showing up, which is a shame. I hope they correct that. We want to see the images and we want to see them showing them up. But as you can see here in the code, this means they weren't able to find faces, which is correct. But for you to understand that this is actually true, I'll run one with faces for you to see how this service will find something. But the shame is, it would be really good to see it on image, as you can imagine. But this is just an example of a service. We have here the AI Rebellion thumbnail. A great video I also did where we shared the opinions of experts like Ben Gertzel, the CEO of Singularity Net, and Ilya Sutskever, that's working with OpenAI. And they share their opinions on how we can reach beneficial AGI. So we'll invoke this, and you'll see how, even though we have no image, it shows the 2 results we had, where they are located in terms of coordinates, and these are like the faces. Is the squares detecting the faces in this AI service. So as you can see, you can do this for any service. You can demo any service you can think of. So as you can see, there are plenty of services here, plenty of different services you can try and leverage. Some will work better, some will not work as you want. But at the end of the day, what you really need to do is to pick the ones that are beneficial, that seem to work well, and that save you time and money. And you can only do that by spending here some time, investing some time in testing this out. And it's time well invested, because if you can save hours later on every day, it will be, these hours you spend here will be well worth it. So I think you should definitely do it. So if you're enjoying the video, please leave a like for it to reach more people. And I would say the next steps for you, if you want to keep learning about AI, is to actually learn about the solutions that brilliant minds like Ben Gertzel or Ilya Sutskever have for the development of AGI that is beneficial for the world and the different ways they believe it's possible to do it. And the video will be here on the end screen for you to watch next.